Greetings and welcome, fellow great mages, to another episode of Let's Play Driftland, the Magic Revival. And I'd love to talk about how much I want to do this particular campaign, but I wasn't particularly impressed by the Wild Elf campaign, since it plays sort of as a prelude to every other campaign. We kind of already know the outcome of the events that we do, aside from this, because this is just merely to just highlight what they expect you to do with this particular faction. And basically give you a chance to learn how they work. And what it mostly just told me is they work not that well in comparison to the other factions. I mean, outside of this, I did play a couple of skirmish games, and mostly just at random, just to see what that is like, because you know missions are kind of scripted, and you don't usually get the full effect of an enemy that is actually building up to kill you, because that's just what happens. And pretty much whenever I play with the Wild Elves, for some reason or another, they just have a slightly higher chance of dying. And it's not like I'm doing anything totally differently, but that is, I guess, the point. You're supposed to handle these differently. And you know, that doesn't quite sit well with me. I mean, the reliance on summonable units is it's not necessarily bad per se, it's just not a very convenient way of doing things. And the pacifist nature of our protagonist is also not entirely enticing for me. I mean, I'm not much of a warmonger in that regard. I mean, I play one on YouTube often sometimes, but for the most part I have a very defensive, passive play style. But even this guy is just kind of a mood killer for when you're trying to, you know, advance and all that. Alright. I mean, part of the problem I have with these separate skills that are not part of these the main skill tree is that I have no way of controlling of who gets them. I mean, I could manually do that, but why would I have to do that? That seems silly. Like, for instance, the two buffs we can get in the marketplace. The do extra damage if you're near ends, or the get extra armor if you're near ends. I kind of know which ones I want those on, but I can't tell them to do that, because if I just make it available, whoever's interested is just gonna go near it and take it, I think. And if it works differently, then the game should tell me. Alright, let's just get focused on getting our mission set up. Alright, so we do have an enemy to deal with. And that's out of sight of my range, so not much else I can do over here. What does this camp do? So they get extra regeneration before going on a mission. Oh, I don't want to kill the Dark Elves, they're just killing my people, so I kinda have to. Grow a pair. I do see a kind of a problem forming when you run out of mana. Essentially, the wild elves get totally nerfed in what they can do, which somehow feels against the spirit of what they do. Right. Just see if we can keep expanding. Right. Been neglecting my coal, so let's get that. Right, he's trying to blow up my island, I think. Let's make sure he doesn't do that. And that's another thing, I can't summon any golems to deal with that. Right, so now we got a dragon. Still gonna need more flying units. Let's just focus on using mystical forming and finding some islands we can do that with. Alright, let's just kill this barbarian camp. Alright, all the wood is gone. Oh, they have claimed the island. Oh, that's cute. Did they build a bridge to it? Yes, they did. Ah, their encampment, alright. Then we know where to go next. Could you kindly stop trying to destroy my island? Thank you. Alright. I mean, they must have a castle somewhere, but... probably with the outside of my range. Just come home. Yeah, probably also wasn't the best idea to have this campaign after the Dwarves. Because the Dwarf campaign makes you feel quite tough. For lack of a better term. So, you know... you kind of want to have the feeling that every faction is like that, and well, you know, even the Dark Elves are not that squishy. They have plenty of abilities that make them quite useful in such things. Alright, there must be another somewhere. There you are. There's another camp over here. There also just doesn't seem to be much synergy with the Wild Elf units, but in any case, that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.